Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 1st of September 2023. So no video from me yesterday, but here I am. This is going to be a late one as well by the time it comes on, but I'm here at the Uprise and Shine event. So this is just the end of day one. Some very interesting speakers, and I've managed to record them all, although there was a few problems with the first speaker because the power went off and the microphones went dead and everything, so the poor lady had to struggle with that. But she was talking about controlled remote viewing, which is a fascinating subject. And then the second speaker was none other than Richard Vobes, and the third speaker was this lady talking about the benefits of mushrooms, basically all of the benefits you can get from those. So I had a quick chat with Richard Vobes again. Oh, by the way, if you are wondering where he is, he's on the naughty step. So he's basically been cancelled for a week by this platform for daring to speak his truth, of all things. So I don't know, this censorship thing that goes on with these platforms is just such a travesty, really. It's one of the many things that people should be suspicious of. You know, why is it that we can't just go onto these platforms and just speak our truth? And it's not like he was coming out with anything harmful. And yes, if you're inciting violence or inciting criminal activity, etc., then there needs to be you know, some controls over that. But when you're just talking about stuff that you should be allowed to talk about, quite honestly, it is just out of order. It really is, and people really need to start thinking, is this really the sort of society we want to live in? But anyway, I'll leave it here. I'm quite knackered actually, but I will be back tomorrow with another quick video. But keep watching, because my little interview with Richard follows. So yeah, we had a good little brief chat for about 5 minutes. So keep on watching. Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching. Hello, Richard Vobes. Welcome to the Fair Play Now channel. And I understand, as far as your channel is concerned, you are on the naughty step, as I call it.
I am. Thank you, Tim, for having me back on your channel. It was lovely to be on your channel during the Better Way conference, which seems so long ago.
It does.
In early June. But yes, I've been carrying on doing what I normally do, and I think the powers that be at YouTube have they've noticed something again. So the second time I've had another Damocles strike right across the back of the head, and I can tell you it bloody hurts.
Painful, yeah.
One of the things about having a strike is you can't do anything. You can't tell your audience, I'm so sorry, I'm off just for a week. And so they don't know. So I get emails going, Richard, are you on holiday? Are you having a nice time? I hope you'll put your feet up. I hope it's not another ban. And then I just have to say, well, actually, I'm on Rumble. I'm still doing them on Rumble and Odyssey and those places. But it's not so easy to find. And people are very rigid, aren't they? They like their YouTube channel, and you just don't turn up in the feed. So yeah, on the naughty step.
Oh dear. So for a week?
Yes, I noticed it on Monday. In fact, I'd done a great interview with Sovereign Pete, lovely chap, and I was just doing the thumbnail, and you know what this is like. Yeah. Trying to put the thumbnail, I was trying to save it on the file before I made it go public. I couldn't save it. I was going, well, this is really weird. And then eventually came out of the main dashboard on YouTube, went back in again, and there was this notice, you've now had a strike. It's like, oh. Okay.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I've had 2 of them myself.
Oh, have you? Yeah, oh, well, there we are.
And, I had a third one, but I actually appealed it and
you won?
Got let off. Yeah.
Oh, blimey.
So that was about 3 or 4 months ago. So it's always worth appealing.
I did appeal.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Right, but no joy.
No joy. They the video that they said that I had been struck for was one which was comedy, and I was dressed up as a mad professor Professor Kraken Potten, and I'm talking about certain things. I won't go into that because I don't want to cause you a problem. And yeah, they didn't get the comedy. I think the algorithm just saw a number of statements and said, oh yes, medical misinformation. Oh. And I did say in the appeal, I said, this is satire. It's just saying it's comedy. No, medical misinformation, that's it. So, but it hasn't stopped me, and I'm here today to do a talk at the Uprise and Shine, I think it's called.
Yes, that's correct. Uprise and Shine here at Hope, Sussex, in East Sussex. So what's your talk going to be about?
It's the usual rendition of nonsense. To be honest, and this is absolutely true, I never quite know what the talk is how it's going to go. I know vaguely. I'll talk about my journey into YouTube and how I transition to what I'm talking about now, the meteoric rise up the numbers, and then get onto some of the solutions that the people I've interviewed have suggested and what I think we should be doing. That's pretty much it.
Sounds fantastic. Well, I'll be recording that.
So, excellent.
That will appear on my channel and yours. I can send you
yeah, no, that would be great.
A file, and you can put it
up.
Have whatever you like off of it. And put it
you're
on
a star.
Channel. Yeah,
oh, well, that sounds great.
I don't mind any of that, so that's fine. So what have you got in the pipeline for the next few months?
Well, I go from here. I mean, now I'm sounding a bit like a rock star, and I'm definitely not, but the bookings just have been a bit quirky. So I go from here up to, and we're in Sussex, East Sussex, go up to Peterborough for the Great Resist, and there's the second of their meetings, and I'm the first speaker there for 25 minutes, giving it a big positive thing for the day. And then after that, the Sunday, I shall be in Nuneaton, taking part in a comedy club, and I'm one of the 3 acts. They put me down as something like public speaker. I should try and be funny. I will do my best.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Should be
so,
great.
And then I'm back, and by the time I get back from all of that, my strike hopefully will be over. So actually, YouTube, it didn't overly affect me because I've just been busy anyway. But people will miss it. I have scheduled some stuff on Rumble in my passing. Shouldn't say that, in my absence.
Yes, yeah.
In my absence.
Yeah.
So people can find it there, but they'll probably migrate anyway onto YouTube in due course.
Yeah. So you'll be back on YouTube, what, Monday night?
Monday night, Tuesday morning, something like that. Yeah, it's always difficult to tell exactly when, but by definitely Tuesday morning, unless they found something else.
Oh, good.
You know, because there's
a
huge backlog, isn't there? Yeah. And the video they found was from 3 or 4 weeks ago. So, you know,
I had one from, I didn't get a strike, but I had one taken down that I put up for about 2.5 years ago. 2 years
Oh, really?
ago. Yeah, yeah.
So you just don't know when it's coming?
No.
So hopefully I can get off the you know, because I think you get that 3-month probation, don't you?
That's right.
So I've got to be okay, I've got to be sensible until November the 26th, I think. And then I can be a bit more outrageous and can afford another strike. Not that I want one, but you know, you learn from it. You do try to mediate your terms of what you say and all of that nonsense.
Indeed you do. Well, I won't take up too much of your time. You've got to prepare for your talk.
Yes, that's it, a bit of zen.
Yeah, that's it. I'm looking forward to it. I'll record it like I say.
Brilliant.
And thanks for your time once again.
No, well, thank you. It's nice to be able to get it out, that people, if they are looking, then, you know, that's why.
Right. Okay.
Good old YouTube. We love them.
That's it. Well, that's the story. Richard will be back on Monday or Tuesday. I'm looking forward to that because I watch quite a few of your videos.
Well, I bung up so many. I can't imagine that people watch them. When people say to me, "I wish I watch all your videos," I just think to myself, how do you do that? How do you manage? Because it takes me all that time to record them all. They must, you know, so many.
Do you do it pretty much full time?
I do.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, that's it. I get up in the morning, I record a monologue, and then I answer my emails. And there's usually people in there say, "Oh, would you be interested in us coming on the show?" So I schedule some time for them. It's usually at the moment like a month in advance. And then in the afternoon, I've either got 1 or 2 interviews that I do over Zoom. So I do those. And then one of those goes up, and then possibly one goes the next day. And yeah, so it goes on. And then you've got to make time to come and actually do stuff, which I love.
Yes.
I love this particularly because it's so important that people see you real. and they can touch you and know that you're not just somebody who sits behind a screen and has it easy.
No,
You know,
no,
I think
it
it's
is
so
good.
vital, and I know you do it. You go out and see people and do stuff and record things, and I just, you know, that's why I admire what you're doing, and people like us who do the same, rather than just sit in a studio or at home, because
Indeed.
it's, you know, what with AI, my fear is that AI could spirit me away, and you'd see me, because what with deep fake, you'd have a version of me, but the bias would have changed. Suddenly those medical interventions are a good idea, I might be saying. Well, that wouldn't be me, but it might look like me. So that's why it's important to be out, and so people can actually go, hang on a minute.
Scary, isn't it?
It is scary times,
Scary, yes.
but we're going to win.
We are. That's a fantastic message to finish with, Richard, I think. So,
Yeah, thanks, Tim.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for your time.
Pleasure.